First week of the Major League season in 2023. Best of foul territory coming at you. Ron, Frazier, Kratz, all involved. Brzezinski, Adam Jones was there as well. And Anthony Volpe made his debut. And we had Jose Trevino, Yanks catcher, talking about him, giving us the scouting report on the biggest, well, I was going to say the biggest talk in New York. Judge still has that on.
Of course. He's going to come into his own, getting that first at-bat walk, getting acclimated, the Jersey boy doing his thing. Big things coming.
From debuts to getting retired instead of retiring, the Hawk was on this week. Absolute legendary things, too. You need to hear it.
And he was in the shades the entire time. AJ was like, leave the shades on. Wait to see what Hawk says, too. So enjoy best of. Let's run it. Now take it even a step further where you can show up the range and the athleticism. So what do you think about the shift restrictions?
Dude, I love it, man. I do. I think it just brings back the pureness of the game, bro. You can't take away all these hits from these guys. Oh, man, Freddie Freeman used to line out to me in short right all the time, and I'd feel so bad, dude, catching his line trucks. This guy balls me like 106, and I'm right here just, all right, Freddie, got you, bud. You know, it's just like, God. If a guy does that good in a big league game, bro, you cannot take away a line drive in short right field. It just hurt me.
How is piece of Schmidt looking? Is he fully healthy? Is he ready to go?
I love that. Hold up. Before you find out anything about Schmidt doing the nickname.
I've had that. We were at the alt site and I would call him piece of Schmidt all the time. And I couldn't tell if he liked it or not because he was kind of reserved and like. So
hey, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm actually going to take a mound visit. I'm going to take a mound visit in the second or third inning. And I'm just going to be like, hey, you piece of Schmidt.
I do expect they're going to be a better team, and I do expect that they'll, at least on July 15th or so, have a shot at the wild card still. Now, if they don't, and that is really what is fueling all this, the possibility that they might fall out of contention, I do imagine that they would entertain a trade, and they probably could make a really good trade, even though at that point, Ohtani would be a rental player, available for just 2 months and possibly a third month in the postseason. But if they were going to do that, they should have done it last summer.
Are you officially the closer? Do we know this? Has Scott Service announced this yet?
We do not have official closers in Seattle. We have 8 high leverage relievers, and we're going to switch everybody out, and everybody's going to pitch. And we feel like that's been the recipe to our success the last 2 years. And Mooney's going to get some. Brash is probably going to get some. I'm going to get a lot. But we're going to pass them around, and we're going to make sure that everybody's fresh, so that in October everybody, nobody's gassed. And that's just the way we do it. We try to match up to make sure that Mooney has whoever he's supposed to have. I have whoever I'm supposed to have. And, if that's the best matchup to make sure we win, then that's what we're going to go with.
Yeah, but somebody must have thrown down on the Oakland A's just in case.
Some
because
drunk
the odds
dude
are
in
crazy.
Vegas was like, $100 I'm an A's fan. He was that drunk in a Raiders game was like, $100 on the A's.
$100. It's way more than that if they're the liability. I mean, somebody clearly, or a collection of people, put down enough money that it's going to put liability on Vegas. There is a group of people or one that are dumb enough to think that the Oakland A's can win a division this year.
Yeah, because everyone gets drunk and they're like, watch this, I'm going to put $10 down on the A's because who cares, it's $10.
People, said, how you like retirement and everything, and I'll call occasionally. I'll call them back, and I'll tell them I didn't retire. I got retired.
Happens to all of us at some point.
Exactly.
Happens to
Well,
all
I
of
get
us.
fired is what it boils down to.
It happens to all of us.
And I'm sure that they will deny that, but it's what led up to that and everything else is going to be interesting.
I had the nickname on the back as Hell's Bells, and I hadn't picked up a walk-up song until that day, and they actually chose it for me when I came out of the bullpen, and it was Hell's Bells, and it just stuck ever since. And this past year, later in the year, they came up to me and were like, hey, we want to do some stuff with the lights and maybe flash them, turn them off when you come in. Is that okay? Will it bother you? And I was like, yeah, do whatever you want. I'm dialed in on the game. I'm not really paying attention to what else is going on, and focused on who I'm about to face. And I said that, and then they turned off the lights, and it got me hyped up even a little more, and had to take a couple extra seconds before I threw the first pitch. I felt like I was about to, lift off the ground. I was so amped up. So, but it's a lot of fun in there. The place goes nuts. It's a sick setting for sure.
Would you ever take an let's say, Hall of Fame closer song?
I think if there's like lots of songs that are available. I would say Hell's Bells is not available, and Enter Sandman are like, those are off limits for anything.
Yes, thank
I would
you.
say, like,
Thank you. We had Ryan
limits.
Helsley on, and he comes out to Hell's Bells, and I said it's copyright infringement. That's Trevor Hoffman's song forever. Stop it.
Yeah,
Change
I
the
think
song.
those two guys, like, they more than have that intro like done. I feel like those two are off limits. About anybody else's is pretty much fair game in my opinion as a reliever. Trevor and Mariano, like, those are pretty unique.
What are you doing? If you've got one, I give you $100. Where are you going here? You think there's good money somewhere?
Listen, all those guys are great. I'm going off the board, okay? Woo. Guy that just got traded to a new team. The park is smaller. He's just going to lift and separate this ball, hit it 300 feet into the Crawford box. I'm going Jose Abreu as the home run leader this year. We got to find out what his odds are, and we can make some big bucks.
Damn.
I'm going off the board.
Wait, you're going not off the board. You're going off the planet.
Let's talk about the position. I'm not even going to bring up his career because his career has been elite. He's above average OPS plus over every catcher that has not gotten a minor league deal. So you're telling me that he led framing. He was third in 2016, his rookie year.
Okay.
He was the third best framer in baseball. Okay? He had a lot of pass balls.
Yep.
Okay? He had, I'm scrolling
That's the bugaboo,
through,
dude. That's what people get on him for.
That's a big.
Okay, so he had 16. You know who had 16 in the National League that year? The great receiver of all time, Yasmani Grandal.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody spit that. I'm telling you, this pisses me off because I love Gary like a brother, and this dude is a stud. So what happened the next year? He got 18 pass balls. You know how many Yasmani had that year?
22.
17. Todd wants to know if 4.5 inches is huge or not.
To me, it is.
To you, it is? Yeah.
My man, baby. I love that.
So tell us about the Walker thing with him getting called up. I mean, was it expected? We all saw the videos. It was amazing how Ollie Marmol did it, and they were all in there. But was this expected, or was this probably a year ahead of his time?
I think when the Cardinals went into spring training, their president of baseball ops, John Mozeliak, was pretty honest in saying Jordan had every opportunity to make the club. It was just a matter of what he could do performance-wise, which I think Jordan certainly proved that within the first couple of weeks. I mean, I saw this dude hit a 460-foot home run in Palm Beach, and it was just kind of evident there. Like, balls off the bat don't make that sound if you're a normal human. This is not a normal human.
One of the things that stuck out to me, the Advocates for Minor Leaguers posted a photo of a sandwich from an A's minor league team. Like, this is what we're getting as a meal tonight. And basically it looked like it was a straight out of the Fry Festival. And immediately, the A's put out a release that say, we apologize, that caterer has been, canned. We're going to improve this, all that.
Where are you guys going to finish this year?
What do you mean? We're going to be holding the trophy.
That's it.
We'll be holding the trophy.
Okay, well, just FYI, we had Susan Wellman on, and she said the Astros.
Yeah, I heard about
that trophy. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
I heard about that. That'll be. I'll talk to Susan. I'll talk to Susan about that.
Solid first week of the baseball season. Really only had 2 days, though. 5 days next week. We're here every single weekday for you at what time now?
1 to 3 Eastern
time. Okay, join us live, get involved. We ask some of the questions that you have in the chat to our guests, and we have some big announcements coming your way next week. Some new shows getting announced under the Foul Territory brand, and I'll be taking over here. It's not just Fraser Friday. I'm basically living here next week. Fraser, you ready for me?
Come on down. I got a bed for you.
Let's go. We'll see you next week on FT Live.